Hello and welcome again to Tangle Time Arts. We're taking a look at Inktober Tangles 2023, Day 16, Walnutz with a Z by CZT Ildica Boyd. This is a new tangle for me, so we'll see what we can do with it. If you guessed that the tangle will sort of look like a walnut, you're correct. All right, let's get started. I am using a Bijou tile, and you'll also need a black pen. I'm using the apprentice pen, a number 2 pencil, and a tortillon or a cotton swab. All right, let's start with our pencil. So for this one, she suggests starting with a 5-pointed star. And the suggestion is to make 5 dots in kind of a pentagon fashion here. So I'm just lightly penciling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots in roughly a pentagon shape. I'm going to switch to my pen here. And then I'm going to just block in the 5-pointed star shape. I like to start from the bottom. And there we have the 5-pointed star. I'm going to rotate just a little bit. From here, we're working between 2 dots. And we're going to make kind of like a dome, but with a little dent in there. And rotate and keep working your way around. And the last one. And then from here, we simply fill in, it's almost like a little heart shape within each one of these shapes, but it's got kind of a gap in there. So we have the gap and then the heart shape. And we're going to put one of those in each of those spaces. And that's really it as far as the step out. I am going to actually ink in these outer parts. Just because I think it would add a lot of nice contrast. So I'm going to take my time and ink in this part on each of them. You might choose to ink in the opposite part, the little heart shape. That's entirely up to you, but I'm going to see how this looks since this is a new tangle for me. You just keep going around. The star shape is really starting to pop out now. There we go. We have our center with the five-pointed star and then our little walnut shapes. We have five in all. From this point on, you can experiment with it. You could add another layer of these walnut shapes going around. I think I'm going to add, just for interest, I'm going to add a little flux in there just for some leaves or some greenery. So I'm just going to add some of those popping out just, just for a little interest. Just for fun. And I think I'd also like to add some tipple in there, just a few little orbs. Yeah, maybe add another one there. That looks, yeah, that's kind of cute. I'm going to ink in these little spaces here. That's entirely optional, but I think it adds a little bit of drama. All right, now that I have all the ink work done, I'm going to switch back to my pencil. I think I'll add a little shading within the star just for interest. There's probably many different ways you could shade this, but I'm just following along the lines. Um, Maybe add a little bit of graphite in each of these on one side, and then add some to my little leaf shapes, my flux. Working my way around. And then I think I will also add some shading, some graphite in here so that I can shade. I'm just gonna add this all the way around. I'm not adding it very deeply because I can always go back and add more if I feel that the shading the graphite is too light. All right, once I've got that down, I'm going to take my tortillon. I'm going to start from the center and work out. I'm just kind of going to blend these. Make this a little bit smoother. There. Add a little bit to each of the inside parts. And then within the little leaves, the flux. Yeah, I always like to rotate my tile as I work. I think we're back to the beginning. And now I'm going to work on this part and just kind of blend this out as I go around. Let's kind of see how that looks. Take your time with the blending. Actually, I really enjoy this part. It's like probably my favorite part. Because you can get so many different shades of the graphite in there. It can be very dark or light or anything in between. From this point on, I'm just kind of taking it as close to the edge as I can get it. Since we didn't really do a frame this time. And that is walnuts. Let me see. It's an interesting little tangle. I'll have to work with it some more and see where I would use it. Let's take our pen and then put our initials in there or your chop. For this one, I think I'm just going to put it in the corner, kind of on the outside. And then I'm going to flip it over. And I like to always sign it. And this is the Inktober 2023. And this is for day 16, which is 10/16/23. And this tangle is Walnutz with a Z by Ildica Boyd. No, the sun is kind of bright. And that's it. It's a cute little tangle. Oh, another one of those organic types that you can play with and fill in here and there. It doesn't take very long. Very interesting. Learned something new. Thank you for viewing this tutorial. This is Nana helping you discover your inner artist. Thanks again. I love you guys. Bye-bye.